Hello, hello, hello. I am Pamela Chase, the lead booking specialist and founder of Hooked for You, where we're dedicated to keeping the art of crochet alive. So today, it's been a while since I've been on, so I came on. But the topic for the day, I decided to come on and we're going to just do a topic today. And also find out what is on your hook. What are you working on? What are you doing? Also, we're going to talk about losing your Crojo. And Crojo means Crojo is actually your motivation, your crochet motivation. So when you lose that, we're going to just discuss what happens when you lose that. And it can go for anything, not necessarily crocheting, but when you just lose that motivation to do something that you love. So how is everyone doing? I don't think nobody's on at the moment. And I don't know. And this is hooked. Let's get hooked after dark. Now, it's not really dark here. I mean, it's a little dark inside, but still light outside. But that's what we're going to do is discuss losing your Crojo. Now, so who has ever lost theirs? Who has got to the point where they just stop? I know there was a time when I was really into doing creative things, and then things just started happening. Marriage and kids and all that kind of stuff, work, and you just stop doing it. And so who has ever lost that motivation, that mojo, Kojo? And what we have done, what we're doing is we're taking the information from sunshinecrochet.com, ameliamakes.com, and loopylamb.com. So if you need to look further into what I'm talking about, just feel free to go to those sites. What I'm working on now, this is Wednesday, and what's on my hook is I'm still working on this. I put it to the side for a minute. I've been going through a little bit of Kojo loss, and I put it to the side and start doing other things. But I'm gonna finish this, and then this is going to be once this is done, then I go back to whatever else it is to I'm gonna work on. That's I guess that's one way of really. It's one thing is variety, and having that variety is something that you that messes up with your Crojo. So before you start alleviating the issue, you have to know, look inside yourself and know what caused this. Why am I feeling this way? What is the issue now? And why am I having this trouble? Sometimes it could be a need for variety, as I said earlier. Sometimes working on the same thing over and over again, you get to the point where it's like, okay, I need to do something different. So that could be a reason why you're having trouble. And variety could be also be things happening in your life. The other is life changes. Things happen. Sometimes we may face grief. Um, the things may be happening in our lives that we just don't focus on these things, on this. And if we're just preoccupied with things, it can be stress, it can be grief, it can be a whole lot of different things that could do that. And the last one that I have here is you just don't feel like it. And sometimes you get to the point where you just don't feel like doing things, nothing. It could be depression. It could be just different things. So those are some of the ways. some of the things that have you feeling that way. And we're going to talk about how can we resolve this? How can we solve this? What can we do? Um, let's see. Cancel this. Sorry about that. So, what can we do to help with the issue? Now, organization sometimes plays a big part in just doing what you want to do. It's sometimes some of us, as creative people, sometimes live in this organization. Some of us, some don't. But it may be just being organized may be a remedy for it. So that's one thing is getting organized. Something else is changing your setting. You know, go outside, walk, just do something different. Just don't always be doing the same thing. Um, maybe get from in front of the TV, take a break. That may help you out also with this issue. Find some new inspiration and surf the net. So you may want to go on Pinterest. You may want to see what Pinterest is offering. Think different ideas that Pinterest may have just to get your juices going and just to you just want to see something different instead of doing the same old things. Sometimes we get in a rut where we're continuously making the same thing, blankets or we continuously making hats. And it may be a reason to feel that way, hence the need for variety. And then you may want to do something different. So that's another thing. Challenge yourself. Maybe just change your different skill, change your skills. You may be a beginner, maybe, and then you want to try to do something that's way out of that beginner realm. You may want to just do a skill that's for more experience. That's supposed to be for more experienced people. You may want to just do something totally different, just trying. And that's a way of doing it. For the motivation, challenge yourself. Another thing is go social. And when I say go social, that means get with a group of other people like minded who are doing what you're doing. Get with them and crochet. It don't have to be in person. You can go online and do it. Just communicate with other people who are doing who are also crocheting or whatever you're in. If getting other knitters, or even just have a group of people to get together that a mixed group, crocheters and knitters, and just talk and have a positive environment. Treat yourself. That means you can just find some, just go out and just treat yourself to something. Either you can make something for yourself. If you're used to making things for everybody else, make something for yourself. If you're used to making things only for you, make something for someone else. Um, Prioritize your whips. That's your work in progresses. So you just treat yourself. Treat yourself. Prioritize them. Which ones are more important? What you need to do. So prioritize your whips. And as I said earlier, just crochet it for someone else. Just find a group to get with. I mean, not group, but If you don't have anyone to give it to, per se, um, find a charity or something to donate to. Choose a comfort project, something that you can do and you don't even have to look at. It's a mindless project. So do something like that. Something that you can just sit in front of the TV and just crochet. It can be a chain. It can just be a square. Just keeping yourself motivated and not looking at it. And more like, to me, it's more like a meditation type of thing because you are just working with something mindlessly. It's not a thing like, oh no, I got to do this here. I got to put this stitch there. No, you just do something that's mindless. So that could be something like a swatch. That's just double crochet stitches or just single crochet or half double. Just something that you don't have to concentrate on or worry about. You just go with. And it's getting a little dark in here. Let me put a light on. That like this look better. Okay. Another thing is go through your stash. You don't necessarily have to crochet with it, but just go and just look at the yarn, feel it, you know, just being around it and looking at it and thinking about why you bought it. That's another way of doing this. You don't have to make anything. Check out a stitch dictionary. Go in there and just find a page and just learn a new stitch. It's all about getting out the monotony of what you've been doing. And and that's how it is. Losing your Crojo is similar to having just to writers having the writer's block. It's just the creativity is not there at that moment. And you have to find ways of motivating yourself to get that back. And those are some things that you do to get out of that creative rut. And one thing you have to do is accept that it's fine. It's fine to feel that way, but you don't want to stay in that manner if you are a person who that's your thing. You don't want to stay in it, but just accept that it's fine to be in that way. It happens to everyone for whatever reason it happens. Sometimes it lasts a quick second, sometimes it lasts long. Just depends. But it's okay to be in that. Just find ways of getting out of that. Not right now. But yeah, so it's okay to be that way. And just don't feel bad that you feel that. That's perfectly fine. So what are you working on? Anyone online wants to talk about what they're working on? No, they don't want to. So if anyone has anything to share, please feel free to do it. What are you working on? Feel free to like, share, follow, subscribe, comment, depending on what platform you're on. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So feel free to do that. And we're looking for subscribers to our page, to our channel, to our YouTube channel. We're at 29 now, so we're looking for some more. We're trying to get to 100. Feel free to join, subscribe to our channel. And also feel free to let us know what you are working on. Now, let's put housekeeping. Feel free to let us know what it is that you're working on. If you have any questions, any comments on the topic, let me know. So hopefully I'll be finished with this. It's been a while since I've been doing this, but I put it to the side because I was in a, just not really into doing this. And then when I did do it, I was doing other things with it, just trying to make this, trying to make that instead of completing what I started. My goal now is to complete what I'm doing. So this shouldn't take that long. And I don't know why I'm doing this. What I the problem that I had with it was when I changed the color, for some reason I just got cocky and just kept just doing it and not paying attention to the stitches. So I had to take stitches out. That's why I'm still working on it. Then I was doing other things. I was going to make some shorts and I was going to do this. So I'm going to still do those things, but I'm going to finish this first. I need a cover up. And why buy one when I can make one? Just sometimes you just have to get out of that funk. And it even got to the point where I seem to crochet slower than I used to. But I used to be real fast, and it's like, oh my God, I am doing this really, really slow. And that's not the way I want to do. So I got to make sure I got to fix that. But who else has been dealing with losing their Crojo? Mhm. Normally we're on at 7. I decided to just do it a little later. Didn't want to do it too late. I know some people have their shows and things that they watch. So I'm trying not to interfere in certain things. But I may do it a little later. I may do it at 9 o'clock a little later. And this one will be finished before the weekend. I know I've said it before. I had planned on being outside, but shoot, that road. Oh, we found So what's up for everybody tonight? What's everybody up to? Mhm. What is everyone up to tonight? Anything exciting? I know it's a Wednesday night, so I know some people may have to go to work tomorrow. Okay. What happened? Did something happen on Instagram? How you doing, Kurt? Yeah, because I noticed that no one was on Instagram. I said, what? Maybe everybody's busy. But sometimes it can be a mess with the internet and Wi-Fi and all that. It just can be hard. What are you working on, Carol? A blanket baby set. Okay, okay, cool. We were earlier. We were talking about losing your Crojo and ways of getting it back. So that's what the topic was tonight. Yeah. But yeah, that was the topic. And you see, I'm still working on this, and hopefully I'll have it all together. So doing is kind of yeah, just trying to find something on, but just trying to get things back to where it need to be. I was kind of in the rut, and just trying to get that back to where I need to be. But sometimes it does. You can get that way, and it's not. There's nothing wrong with it. things happen sometimes. Things happen, and you just have to get out of it. So anyone else that's coming in, what are you working? Me to? Because I haven't been doing this in a while. I need to get back into what I need to do next. And feel free to like, share, follow, comment. So if you're on Instagram, feel free to like, Facebook, like, share, follow, comment. And if you're on YouTube, feel free to like, subscribe, or share. And one thing that we were talking about on the Crojo and getting your Crojo back is having a social um connection. It's go social with your crochet. And that means just getting with somebody and um crochet with people, do crochet alongs, get groups together that you can crochet in groups. And as I said earlier, it doesn't not necessarily have to be everybody doesn't have to be a crocheter. You can have other crafts in the you can have other crafts in the group also. You know, you can be a group with crocheters and knitters. It doesn't matter. You just as long as everybody is in there in a positive manner, working on things together. And sometimes it's good when there's other people, when people doing different things. That way you can learn because you may be something you may want to do eventually. So you can always learn what they're doing. You know, if it's a crochet, you can learn how to knit. The knitter, you can learn how to crochet or cross stitcher or other things that people do for their creativity. So it's good to just get a group together and do those things in a common ground and full of positivity, no negativity. And there's a lot of times we just need guidelines on what to do, what topics to talk about. And some topics are not good to talk about when you're trying to be in a positive manner. You know, but that's what you have to do. But it's good to be in a group. You know, we have groups, and we have one group now, and that gets together, and a lot of times it's just you're not alone doing your craft. You are other people and just having a good time. Also, going to places like coffee shops, meeting at coffee shops, going to the library, and meeting up, all those kind of things are good to do. to meet up. You don't have to be in a home. It can be in a coffee shop, like I said, restaurant, um, any place that has seats and things that you can go to. You may have to buy something in a place, but it's okay. It's a good place to socialize. Um, I know some like um when I was living in Maryland, they had a Wegmans had it where a little a place where people could sit and seats. People could do all kinds of things. They had people doing playing chess and people were doing business stuff. And they also had a group of crocheters and knitters. So those are places that you would do too. Some places cost, some don't. And I think the one at Wegmans didn't cost. So like I said, you can go to the library. And there are different stipulations on the library, what you can do. And it depends on how many people are there you are working with. Because I know if it's over a certain amount, you may have to pay a fee at the library. Those are ideas that you can do just to be social and get out and talk to others who do. Because sometimes there can be the negative people who are non-supporters, and you just need to get around people who are very supportive. That can also mess with your Crojo. Okay. Mm. Carol, was there a problem on Instagram when you try to get on Instagram? Right now is what I'm doing is I'm looking at um browsing at ideas and things. And that's a good thing to get yourself motivated, more motivated. Get disconnected. Hmm. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it off. Yeah, cause I keep noticing there's nobody there. So it's like, okay, I'll just keep it off for right now. Thank you for that. Cause normally it's at least one person pops in. So I didn't. I was wondering what was going on, even if they don't stay on. It's unusual when you don't see anybody on Instagram. Thank you for that. And there's no way I can check it. I don't think. Because when I go on my laptop, it doesn't show up. One, two, skip three, single crochet. So have you been doing any events? One, two, three, four, two, three, four, one, two, three, and double crochet. One, two, three. I'll just be glad when I finish this. And the thing is, when you are continuously looking at yarn and finding different things to do, that's hard. Not yet starting to work on getting my okay. Okay. That's your website? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to check I'm gonna have to check that website. Is it easy to do? 'Cause I'm looking for a website that is not too complicated. Because the one I had too was kind of like that. And I want something that is very simple, and that's that. Because I was thinking about I had Wix when I first started, and I got out of it. But I was thinking about getting my free site is still up, so I might get back into Wix. It has to be something that's customer friendly. And so who's online? No, Carol's online. Who else is online? And the problem with this was the counting and all that. And it's 300 and something stitches, and it was just, you cannot just get away with just doing it. Really. You have to be very careful with it because it can throw it all off. Three, I want to get in a few minutes, think about 15 more minutes, and I'll get off here. What I want to do is make another one, need another one by next week, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that one, but I think I'll do some shorts, tops, a few tops. But I have to get my speed back. Sometimes the TV can preoccupy you and slow you down. and it can slow you down. So you have to concentrate on what you're doing. So feel free to like, share, comment, follow, subscribe. One, 2, 3. And we will be on back on Friday. Okay. But I want to make it a swimsuit, but I'll see about that one. Okay. Mm. So what's up for the rest of the night? Those that are on here. Will it be a crocheting night? Will it be a TV night? Will it be a sleeping night? I think that is. I think that that one is. It's one of those stitches, and it takes more than others. Let me look it up. And I think that was it. Let's see. But I knew it was one of them that eats up a whole lot of yarn. Most yarn. Okay. Okay. But I'm pretty sure that's the one that does that. So that's a pictured stitch. I remember doing a tutorial on the yarn that takes the most, that uses the most yarn. But I know the popcorn is one. But what I'm looking at is the popcorn, the crocodile. Okay, okay, yeah. But also nowadays, people just everybody uses the same colors. And I know all parents may not go that way. But sometimes the color people just use all kinds of colors. So when I ask my grandkids for colors, they want there's some that like want pink. They want pink or yellow and things like that, which I was kind of shocked at. And what I'm looking at, I know the popcorn takes a lot. Those kind of stitches do. The thermal stitch, I have to look that up again because I vaguely remember one of those kind of stitches. This one, okay, what it says here, the popcorn, the crocodile, the Celtic weave, the thermal, and the cotton candy. I never heard of those. I would know they're doing too much with the popcorn stitch because of that. So when's the blanket? When? So you're gonna do it? If requested white transgender will be revealed right before birth. Okay. Now, just trying to figure out. Because when I do baby blankets, most time I use the shell stitch, and the shell stitch is not that bad. Um, I was because I would make a full blanket using the, what do you call that, pound of love yarn, and that's in the beginning. That's how I made my baby blankets with pound of love yarn. And there's a pattern that's on. You can either go online or it's on the package. And what I did was the pattern. It's really a hooded blanket, but I never put the hood on it. I just do the straight blanket. So I found out what's going on with Instagram. It's so much. But what I'm going to do now is call it a night. Like, eventually I want to start doing it for longer periods of time. Maybe a Saturday night or so may change to, but I'm going to sign off. So next Wednesday, we'll be back next Wednesday at this time, 8 o'clock next Wednesday. I don't think I have anything planned. Next Wednesday, we will meet again and talk about what's on our books and talk about a topic. So until Friday, have a great day. Tomorrow, have a good Thursday and be safe. Bye.